How do learning teams compare to root cause analyses in terms of quality of findings and fixes? Let's find out. G'day everyone, welcome to Safe As. I'm Dr. Ben Hutchinson. Today's study is from Robbins et al. 2021, titled The Evaluation of Learning Teams versus Root Cause Analysis for Incident Investigation in a Large United Kingdom National Health Service Hospital, published in Journal of Patient Safety. The study compared 22 conventional root cause analyses investigations with 22 learning teams. Learning teams are defined as a facilitated conversation between those that do the work and those that design the work to share operational intelligence between the two groups and improve system design. I couldn't really see much details on what their root cause analysis methods actually entailed. So what did they find? Learning team investigations produced a median 7.5 actions versus 3.5 actions for root cause analyses. 57% of learning team actions were systems focused versus only 30% for root cause analyses. Learning teams involve all staff, even those not involved in the incident. Learning teams more often focus on systems problems, versus the root cause analyses focus on staff performance issues. Learning teams were believed to better empower frontline staff to identify solutions. Next, we'll unpack some of the key themes. So 1, the personnel involved. Interviewees said learning teams were designed from the outset to be inclusive, involving all people involved within the process, not just those directly involved in the incident. They also believed people lower in the organizational hierarchy were less often invited to the root cause analyses, whereas their expertise is more valued in learning teams. 2, content of the discussions. Learning teams focus more on normal work and less on incident details. Root cause analyses were seen as more focused around a single incident, with significant time spent establishing what went wrong, and a tendency to focus on the last barrier to fail. Learning teams were described as more holistic, considering other barriers or factors, and more focused on why events occurred in the setting or their specific context. Learning teams also enabled more flexible discussion, as in complex themes on multiple narratives, whereas root cause analyses were seen to distill many factors into a few root causes, risking oversimplification. This flexibility was seen to improve transferability and support more systems-focused actions. 3, culture. Learning teams were described as more supportive and open to learning, with less fear of interpersonal risk. They also favoured less technical themes, enabling people with less technical prowess to contribute. In contrast, root cause analyses were associated with more individual level blame or mistake language. People use words like fear and guilt and described being less likely with speaking truth to power. 4, challenges. Interviewees were positive about learning teams, but stressed they don't suit every occasion. They're just one tool among many others. Root cause analyses are well established and familiar. Learning teams face skepticism of the unknown. Staff lower in the hierarchy found it harder to get time to attend learning teams, and learning teams can require greater time investment. However, those who attended the first session were often highly engaged and keen to attend the second workshop. Learning teams were also seen to challenge the status quo more often than root cause analyses and seek more innovative solutions. Root cause analyses were seen to reflect more the views of senior management versus the people who were involved in the incident. So what can we make of the findings? In this limited sample, learning teams delivered more systems-focused actions and were discussed as higher quality and addressed broader issues, whereas root cause analyses focus more on singular incidents. But they may not be the best tool for all situations, and maybe root cause analyses are more suitable for a specific incident unlikely to recur outside of that event's specific context. Also, the authors suggest that a root cause analysis may be more efficient to capture what has changed since the last learning team. They conclude there may not be one right investigative method. Incidents lie on a spectrum, and judgment needs to be applied to establish which investigative methods to choose. For limitations, learning teams weren't randomly allocated to events, which may bias findings, and it used a retrospective design with semi-structured interviews. Finally, there was no future follow-up assessing which method delivered better long-term change. That's it on Safe As. Thanks everyone. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment on my channel, and links in the show notes if you'd like to support the channel.